Rasha. Ah, Rasha's foot on the stair. She moved slowly, as if she carried the snake around her body always. Rita Dove, Augusta the winged man, and Rasha the black dove. The subway tunnel is dark as night. A train rushes through it, and the interior lights of the car blaze like July. Rasha steadies herself on the hard plastic seat as the train rocks back and forth. In a flash, the swaying movement comes back to her, and its familiarity is comforting. It's May 2002, and Rasha's on her way to university. It's also afternoon, but she's deep underground, and it's hard to know what time it is. The subway is almost empty. One older businessman sits quietly across from her. A group of teenagers down the car are screaming at each other, their shrieking laughter filling the car with adolescent self-importance. But even their noise doesn't bother her. Off to her side is a homeless man, covered in all the dirt and odors that street living brings. Rasha finds herself unexpectedly staring at him, and he peers back at her through his tent of hair. For a second their eyes lock, but Rasha's not frightened. Instead, she finds the connection rapturous. Later that night, she would write about the moment in a reversible midnight blue notebook labeled Daydreams on one cover and Night Dreams on the other. This is where she composes her own poetry. And collects her favorite aphorisms. On one page, for example, she has quoted from Khalil Gibran: "The deeper that sorrow carves into your being, the more joy you can contain." On another, she has written out a line from Booker T. Washington: "I will permit no man to narrow and degrade my soul by making me hate him." And in the middle of Night Dreams is her prose poem, dated May 8th, 2002, called "This Man." It ends this way: "I saw a man today, and his captivity reminded me that I was free, my mind no longer worrying, my hands no longer tied. I could see my mother, my father, and the world again. I can breathe and taste freedom, but most importantly, I can live and know that I am free. I saw a man today, and that man saw me." Rasha was 19 years old when she penned this. She had just spent almost 3 months in prison with her family. Suddenly free, she was now visible to the world again. She was no longer one of the disappeared.